and welcome. My name is Jocelyn and today we are doing my update number 6, I believe, to my project pan for the year, my 9 in 2019 rolling project pan. I am very excited to give you an update. I have a fair amount of updates to share with you. I am project panning, like I mentioned, 9 products through the year of 2019, and when I hit a goal on one, I am rolling it out and rolling a new product in with a new goal. So I think I'm only doing that with one product today. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get started with the first product. So last update, I rolled in a new bronzer to my project pan. I had used up the one that I was project panning before, and I rolled this one in. This is the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer. This is the oldest bronzer in my collection, and I wanted to roll it in because I hadn't been using it for a while because I'd been project panning so many other bronzers, and I was using this for a fair amount of time, and then I put it aside over the last week and a half or so, and I've been using a different bronzer that's in a different project pan. But I don't know. Maybe you'll be able to see some progress. I don't know. There is a little bit more of a dip in the center there, but not a whole heck of a lot. There's definitely no pan, but this is what my pan looks like right now. My goal with this is to hit pan hopefully by the end of the year, but we'll see. So that's my goal. I've been kind of working at it. There was a good couple of weeks there where I was using this exclusively, so I have made some progress on this. Not very much visible progress, but progress nonetheless. Next, we have a shade in the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. There are 2 pans in here actually that I am working on using up so I can get rid of the rest of this palette, but one of them is in this project pan. So this top beige shade is the one that's in this project pan. I have expanded this pan a fair amount since my last update. It used to just be a little sliver in the middle, but now we've got a pretty big sliver in the middle. I do use this every single day to set my eyeshadow primer before I put the rest of my eye makeup on, so I do get consistent use out of it. Every once in a while I'll powder the rest of my face with this, but not too often. Usually I exclusively use it to set my eyeshadow primer. But we're steadily on our way. If I continue to use it that way, we may or may not use it up. I probably need to incorporate it a few different ways to successfully completely pan that pan right there. But we've got really good progress, so that is for sure reassuring. Moving on to product number 3. This is the one product that I have used up and I'm rolling a new product in. This is the Kat Von D Lock-It Powder Foundation in the shade Light 44. I did have, I think, a fair amount of progress last update, and now I have used it up. There was a tiny amount around the edge for a little while, but then it all crumbled, and instead of trying to repress the little amount that there was, I threw away the little amount that had crumbled away. So I used this up. I enjoyed it. I'd like to find another powder foundation. So if you have any recommendations for oily skin, let me know down in the comments below. But I did use this up, which is very exciting. And I am rolling in another non-cruelty-free foundation, one that I am really close to having used up because I've been actually using it for the last couple of months. And it is the Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place Makeup. I have this one in the shade 1N2. And let me show you. I really don't have that much left in here, and I don't know how well it's picking up. Oh, right there. You can kind of see just like this little sliver of product left. Kind of messed it up a little bit, but I really only have like a smidgen of product, not a smidgen, but like a little bit left in this product. But I've had it in my collection since before I went cruelty free, which was a couple years ago. So I really need to get it used up. Again, I have been using this for the last probably month and a half or so, and so I've got really good progress on it already when I was unintentionally, well, kind of intentionally trying to pan it, but it wasn't in a project pan yet. So I'm putting it in this project pan to get used up. This will for sure be, oh, I don't want to say for sure, but pretty sure this will be used up by the next update, which will be, again, very exciting because Estee Lauder is not cruelty free. Ooh, next is a product that I've kind of hit my goal on, but I'm not rolling out. This is the Colourpop Super Shock highlighter in the shade On the Cusp. This is a Kathleen Lights and Colourpop collaboration product, which is why it's in that blue packaging. And my goal with this originally was just to hit pan on it, but I think maybe, at least for now, I want to keep it in this project and continue to use it and see how much progress I can get on it. But as you can see, we have majorly hit pan on this product right here, and we've got quite a glimmer right there in the middle. I really, really love this product, and the reason I put it into this project pan, it wasn't too old in my collection, but Super Shock products from Colourpop do go bad. I don't want to say quickly, but more quickly than other products just because of their formula. So I wanted to make sure that I got really good use out of this before it did that. And because I've hit pan, I feel like I have gotten good use out of it. But like I mentioned, I want to keep it in this project to see how much pan I can get over the next however long I decide to keep it in this project. It's possible that by my next update, I might want to roll it out and roll something new in. But for now, I want to keep it in just to see how much I can expand the pan in there. Next, we have the one eyeshadow. I think the one eyeshadow. Yes, the one eyeshadow that is in this project pan, and it is a L'Oreal product. This is the Shadow Amber Rush. It is one of their infallible eyeshadows, and this was really full when I first started in this project, and L'Oreal is not cruelty free, which is one of the reasons why I wanted to pan it. And it's actually what I have all over my lid today. I've used this for the past, I think, 3 days in a row. Usually I try and use this at least once a week, if not more, and I've got a really big dip in here, so let me show you. So as you can see, there is a huge dip in the center of this eyeshadow pan. I haven't hit pan on it yet. I have no idea how long it's going to take me before I hit pan, but I do have really, really good progress in here, which is very, very exciting. I just want to hit pan. It's got to be getting close. It'll be very, very rewarding if I can hit pan on this eyeshadow, and I will be extremely excited. But for now, we don't have any pan, but a lot of progress. Next, we have a couple of skincare products. The first is a mask. I have been working to project pan masks that have been sitting in my collection for too long. I think I've gotten through possibly all of them except for this last one. So this is the First Aid Beauty Skin Rescue Purifying Mask. This is a peel off mask with red clay in it. I have used this, I think, only 2 times since my last update, and the last update was the one where I moved this into this project. So not the best progress, but I have used it a couple times, and I do of course have the rest of the year. And I think I don't really have that many masks left in my collection, which feels really good. And so I don't think that there's any mask I'm going to want to throw into this project once I've used this one up. So I don't mind taking my time a little bit with this one. However, it is getting a little bit older in my collection. So I do need to kind of get a move on with this. But if you're not familiar, it is an orange mask that you spread onto your face, avoiding the eyebrows and hairline because it is a peel off mask. This does say it's safe for sensitive skin, but just the nature of pulling off a face mask can kind of be irritating. So if you have sensitive skin, I wouldn't really recommend it for you. But I really like this and see immediate differences when I use this. And the last skincare product is a lotion. Lotions are another thing that I'm working through in my life because I had too many of them for a while, but I think that just like the face masks, I've kind of gone through most of the lotions in my life. I have this one right here in this project. This is the another First Aid Beauty product. This is the Ultra Repair Cream Intense Hydration. I don't love this. I know a lot of people really love this, and it works really well for a lot of people with eczema, like on the back of their arms. I just don't find that it really does much for me at all, but I have been using it. So the last time I made this update, I had a little over half left in here, and now I don't know how well you're going to be able to see it because it's like white on white, but I don't know how well you'll be able to see, but I have probably like a quarter left in here. I'd be willing to bet maybe even like a little bit less than a quarter left in here. Yeah, probably a quarter. And so I've been using this, not so much on my legs, every once in a while though on my legs, but mostly on my arms, just because I really, really like the Bum Bum cream for my legs by Sol de Janeiro. That just, oh my god, that just works. It works so well. It's expensive, but it works. And so I have been using this on my arms more often, but it is taking a little bit longer to get through than some of my other ones just because I don't really love it. But I have been using this. There is quite a bit of progress, which is relieving. And the last 2 products in this project are lip products, one of which I have pretty good progress on. The other one, it doesn't look like I have any progress, even though I've only used it, well, I've only used it a couple times. Let's talk about that one first. So I am project panning the NARS Audacious lipstick in the shade Anita. This is how much product I have left, which is really not that much. And I do have on my spreadsheet hasn't changed, but I will show you kind of where I started and where I am now. So this top line right here is where I started with this lipstick, and then this bottom line, which isn't a new line, this is from my last update, is where I've am now. When I lined that lipstick up with my spreadsheet, it didn't look like it had moved at all. So that was kind of unfortunate, but I've used this a couple times, but obviously not enough to make a difference. And the reason for that primarily is I've been project panning 2 other lipsticks, one of which is in this project and then one of which is in another project. So I'll probably roll around to this one at some point, but I was focusing on 2 other ones. So the other one that I was focusing on is a Bite Lip Crayon in the shade Rhubarb. And this is how much I have left of Rhubarb, which still looks like a fair amount, but when I held it up to my little spreadsheet, this is where I started. This second line is my last update, and then this last line is my most update, my most recent update. So there's quite a gap between last time and this time, which is very exciting. I have used that quite a few times. One of the ways that I've been using it is I used it a couple times as a blush for the cheeks, which seemed to work okay, and then a lot of times I'll put it on in the morning and then I'll blot it off a little bit with some tissue just to kind of get a stain effect. I've been using it quite a bit, which is great because we have a fair amount of progress, and I think that is all the progress that I wanted to share with you today. I feel okay about this project. We have the rest of the year to hit goals on some of these other products. With the lip products, my goal was, kind of still is, to use them up. I don't know if I'll hit that goal, but we have got a fair amount of progress, so we shall see. That is everything. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to subscribe for more project pans, declutters, all of that jazz, definitely don't forget to do so before you go. All of those buttons are down below, and I think that is everything I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.